So I figured I would do a second video today because I had waited probably a month in between doing videos. So the section that we're going to be covering now is, I guess, what I would call part of TV shows that are still currently running on television, as creative as that is. And of course, due to the recent financial situation and my own impending unemployment after school, which resulted in going back to school some more, I can't afford to collect these at the same rate as I used to. And like I said, I actually stopped a few months ago, with the exception of some sets that I insist on collecting. And the main one is my Doctor Who collection, which will probably be the only one outside of maybe one or two others that I will probably keep up until I can afford to go back to my old buying habits, which God knows when that will be. So, to start this off, we have numbers. The show, I've actually been watching it probably since the first episode in January 2005. Although it's kind of succumbed to what has happened to a lot of shows in recent seasons. It's focused more on the actual internal drama than the actual cases itself, but it's still enjoyable. The most recent release, I have Season 4. I don't think I'll be able to get Season 5 when it comes out, though, unfortunately, or at least not for a while. Maybe I'll get it for Christmas. I actually got that for Christmas because I wasn't able to afford it. My girlfriend bought me that, so makes it even more special. Next show, one that I used to be hooked on, Nip Tuck. First two seasons were brilliant, although it started to get a little weird near the end of the second season. Then it became kind of off the top, and I didn't really watch it after Season 4. And I've actually had that one in here for a while and haven't opened it yet. At some point I might check it out, but, well, we'll see. And next collection. Love this show. Actually, this is another one that I started watching pretty much with the premiere episode when everyone thought it was going to flop. But it didn't. That's Bones. So I have seasons 1, 2, and 3. Actually got season 3 for Christmas. I just basically haven't had time to watch it yet. Although I think I might do that one in just one quick marathon when I actually have some time off. Next show, NCIS. Now originally, I avoided the show when it first came out, primarily because it was a spin-off off Jag, and no insult to Jag fans, but Jag was about as exciting as watching the paint on the wall after it had dried. So this show, I started watching really through a rerun season, because there wasn't much else on in the fall. And this show runs all year, half reruns, half first-run episodes. It was actually during the third season that I started watching the reruns, and started to get hooked on it. And it was just one of those shows that, if I was bored, because I remember that summer I was doing summer courses, so I was fairly busy, and didn't really have much money to go out on Friday nights. That was during my previous DVD buying lulls. So I used to watch that show. And then a couple years ago for my birthday, my brother, who was not one on surprises, called me up at Future Shop. He's like, yeah, what kind of box set do you want? I'm like, I don't know, NCIS. Got season 1. Watched it front to back, probably in less than a week. Ended up buying seasons 2, 3, and 4. Actually, this was just my past birthday in 2008. Bought season 5, which I'm partway through. I don't really watch this on TV anymore. This is one of the shows that I save and now watch the whole thing on DVD. And this is one of those that I would really, really like to buy when season 6 comes out. But then again, it's affordability, although this one would take precedence over some other shows. Next shelf. Jack Bauer. Been watching this show since the third season, although this was one that I was actually introduced to first on DVD. At the time I was working at Future Shop, and they had a promotion where you get the first, I think it was 2 episodes of season 2 with the purchase of, I can't even remember what it was, but I remember I ended up buying it with some other DVD. I think it was just a movie. One of these days I might remember what it was, but anyways, I got the first 2 episodes of season 2, which is this guy right here, and actually these are out of order. I should probably fix that. So bought those and became hooked instantly. Went out, bought the season 2 set, and have been watching it ever since. Seasons 1, 2, and 3, fairly decent. Seasons 4 and 5, absolutely brilliant. Season 6 starts off brilliant, and then apparently after about the 10th episode they ran out of ideas. The current season, season 7, is actually, I've been impressed with it because my expectations were pretty low after season 6. And of course last year's movie 24 Redemption. This is also one of those that if I can afford I would like to pick up, because usually when I get these I rerun the entire episode in less than a week. And it actually always ends up being during exam season, so I spend my studying breaks watching 24. Then we go into Lost, the show that kind of lost me after season 3, which actually season 3 I got discount for $20, I believe it was. I was hooked on this for seasons 1 and 2, but then found it going around in circles. I think after the show is done, I might pick up the remaining seasons and watch it all in one go. But for right now, yeah, no, that collection is definitely on the back burner. I didn't pick up season 4. Then this would be one of the crown jewels, I guess you could say, of my DVD collection, House. Starring Hugh, Laurie, for those of you watching in Britain, although I'm sure you know what the show of Blackadder and Fry and Laurie, Wooster and Jeeves, brilliant actor. Got hooked on this show almost immediately. I think seasons 1, 2, and 3 on DVD, I probably watched every episode 4 or 5 times. Season 4 I made it through once. House was one of these shows, and even though it is probably still, next to Doctor Who, my favorite show on TV, seasons 1, 2, and 3 were in a class all by themselves. With season 4, pretty radical cast changes, and some of the dynamic was lost. And even though I like season 5 better than season 4, the dynamic hasn't really returned. No, these are also out of date, or out of order. ER, I've been watching this show probably since the first season. Well, actually, since the first season. I remember watching the first episode in September 1994. And I've been watching it off and on ever since. I have the first 10 episodes, which should be in order at some point. It will be, hopefully. Quality-wise, it's been kind of up and down. It lost me partway through season 9 last time. I picked it up, it wasn't bad. Season 10 will probably be where my collection of the season ends for now, or where my collection of the series ends until, financial disaster and, there are actually jobs available and I can afford to buy DVDs again. Boston Legal. This is another one of those that kind of petered out a little bit near the end. The first 2 seasons were brilliant. Season 3 wasn't bad. Season 4 I found a little hard to get through, although it still had some good moments, and I haven't watched season 5. But I do intend to at some point, although that's, well, probably on the back burner for now along with the other series. But House, even though I wasn't exactly happy with season 4, that is probably the one series where I will definitely buy season 5. So that is it for this shelf. I will continue with fairly soon with the next of my updates, and like I said, my collection now is primarily what I already have, because I won't be buying a lot of DVDs in the near future, except for my Doctor Who DVDs will continue. I've got the next, well, at least the next 2 releases pre-ordered on Amazon, because that's the one set that I refuse to give up on. And House. Other than that, yeah, I will continue the tour of my collection, which is still quite substantive because I was a regular DVD collector for years. So until next time, take care, have fun, and all that. And thank you everyone for watching.